Welcome back to TCM. I'm Dave Karger. Up next, our celebration of Jerry Lewis's centennial continues with a movie that teamed him with his most famous partner, Dean Martin. From Paramount in 1955, it's Artists and Models. Martin and Lewis play roommates trying to make a living in New York City, Martin as an artist and Lewis as a children's book author. We soon find out that Jerry's real obsession is comic books, and at night he dreams up terrifying comic book scenarios inspired by his favorite character, Bat Lady. As it happens, the artist who draws Bat Lady is their neighbor, played by Dorothy Malone, and she uses her friend, Shirley MacLaine, as her model for the character. Artists and Models was the 14th movie Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin made together. They first met on the nightclub circuit in 1945 and made their debut as a double act on July 25th, 1946. From the beginning, their act was wildly successful, and they were quickly fielding offers to take it on the radio and on television, which made them even more popular. They made their film debut as a team in the 1949 comedy My Friend Irma, and over the next 7 years, they went on to appear in 16 movies together, plus a quick cameo in the Bob Hope Bing Crosby comedy Road to Bali. Artists and Models came near the end of that cycle, and they made only 2 more pictures together before going their separate ways. They continued to find success as solo performers. Jerry Lewis scored some of his biggest hits in the early 1960s, both as a comedy star and director. And Dean Martin went on to give powerful, dramatic performances in movies like Rio Bravo and Some Came Running, which reunited him with Shirley MacLaine. From director Frank Tashlin in 1955, also with Ava Gabor and Anita Ekberg, Artists and Models. Artists and Models was only the second film Shirley MacLaine had ever made, after her debut earlier the same year in Alfred Hitchcock's The Trouble with Harry. In one of her memoirs, she later wrote, "Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis were my favorites when I was about 12 years old. How could I dream that 8 years later I would be starring in a picture with them?" The movie also gave Jerry Lewis the chance to work with one of his favorite directors, Frank Tashlin. Tashlin had gotten his start making cartoons for Warner Brothers in the 1930s and 40s, and his background in animation and broad comedy made him the ideal fit for Jerry Lewis. He returned to work with Martin and Lewis on their last film as well, Hollywood or Bust, which was released 1 year later. After Martin and Lewis parted ways, Frank Tashlin continued to work with Lewis on 6 of his comedies as a solo star, including The Geisha Boy and Cinderfella. Tashlin also became an important mentor to Lewis as he embarked on his own successful career as a director. Up next is a musical comedy from 1950 starring Martin and Lewis alongside Polly Bergen.
Next on TCM, at war with the Army. Then all boys are called Patrick. And later, little Nellie Kelly. It's a great day for the Irish on TCM.